Protests to EFCC in Benin demand investigation of OSHIØMHOLÄ. A group under the aegis of Concerned Edo Citizen has called on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) to begin investigation into alleged impunity and corruption perpetrated by Adams OSHIØMHOLÄ's administration in the construction of and procurement of equipment for Edo Specialist Hospital. Armed with placards bearing inscriptions like "End Corruption Now", #End Impunity Now, the group, in a peaceful protest to the Benin Zonal Office of the EFCC on Friday, said they decided to remind the anti-graft agency to probe the circumstances that led to the alleged inappropriation of funds running into billions of naira. Teddy Asagunwenwam, who spoke on behalf of the group, said the protest is in line with the recent call to end police brutality, corruption, among others. We were here 3 months ago, and we are here again in form of a protest to ask the EFCC to investigate the circumstances that led to the loss of billions of naira in the hospital project. They were unable to equip the hospital, and through that process, we have lost several persons in Edo State. Before now, we were asked to submit a petition, and we did through our lawyer. But over 3 months now, we have not been informed about the petition. That is why we decided to come here to remind them to probe OSHIØMHOLÄ so that he can tell us how he spent the money on that project, he said. The head of the public affairs of EFCC in Benin, Williams Osagali, who received the protesters, assured them that the commission will look into the petition. It will be recalled that the state Governor Mr. Godwin Obaseki had inaugurated a commission of inquiry led by Justice James Oyomere to look into the construction of Edo Specialist Hospital and supply of equipment for the hospital. Following the commission's funding, they indicted the immediate past governor of Edo State, Adams OSHIØMHOLÄ, to breach of the state's procurement law in the award of 75% of the contract sum upfront from the project instead of 25% upfront payment upon contract award for the construction of the hospital. The multi-billion naira Edo Specialist Hospital in the 200-bed emergency ward that was constructed in 2016 and made open to use in 2019. When contacted for response, spokesperson to the former governor, Victor Ushioke, said he would make a formal response after reading the protesters' demand in the press. I cannot reach if I do not see exactly what they said. Maybe you can go to the press. We will bring out a reply when we read it, he said. Well, just hope OSHIØMHOLÄ has not entered into the trouble of Edo people again. Now they have gone to the EFCC in a protest, went to the EFCC's office to demand for how OSHIØMHOLÄ spent billions of naira meant for the hospital in Edo State. And the hospital was supposed to be constructed with a huge amount of money, and now nothing has been done to the hospital. In the hospital, even the contractors were not paid. They were not paid for the job, and there is no money on ground for the construction of the hospital, and that is why they have taken it upon themselves, a particular group, and went to the to Edo State EFCC's office to demand for an immediate response to how the money was spent on the project. According to the report, it said that the project is a multi-billion naira Edo specialist hospital, is 200-bed emergency ward. Wow, this is too much. This money is supposed to be for hospital. Why? How can OSHIØMHOLÄ do such a thing? What did he use the money for? Anyway, he will have answers to all the questions leveled against him. I know he will have answers to them, but would he have used the money for? The money was supposed to be for hospital. Hospital in a state is not supposed to be taken for granted because of how ailments are raging around in the country, and if hospital is well equipped, it will be lives will be saved and people will not die anyhow again. Look at what happened in the during the COVID-19 pandemic. Many lives were lost. Many governors, many prominent members, ministers, senators died in the course of the COVID-19. And if Nigerians hospitals are well equipped and enough equipment are there won't be need to fly people abroad for treatment. They will be treated right here in Nigeria. You can imagine if this multi-billion naira is spent on the Edo's hospital, maybe people would have been rushed there and cured. Even the best hospital in Lagos was where Abakari died. They couldn't save him. And even former governor for your state died there as well. They couldn't save them. If the hospital was well equipped, it would have gone a long way helping and saving people's life. Look at what happened during that COVID-19 pandemic. People were not able to travel for treatments, and that is why many people died in Nigeria. What is the treatment given to them abroad that cannot be given to them here in Nigeria? What is the treatment? What's so special there? That is what we are talking about. If our hospitals are well equipped, if their hospitals are well managed, there will be, lot of progress in the treatment of ailments here in Nigeria. But look at what our leaders are doing. Rather than using the money for equipment and other things, important things in the hospital, they rather embezzle the money. What has OSHIØMHOLÄ done with multi-billion naira meant for the specialist hospital in Edo State? Let's know your thoughts, your views, and your opinions on this news story. Well, we hope the EFCC will be able to hold him very, very accountable for this allegation leveled against him. And if he has used the money for something else, he should come out and say exactly what he used it for. Thank you for listening, and I will see you on the other news. Bye for